Okay, you guys, I have to say this. Today was my first day meeting Jaylin. There are some people that just have like the best personality, the most magnetic personality. And so, Jaylin, this is how we're gonna do it because I don't have like your rundown, so I can't do like this bomb intro like I did for Kylan.
It's all
So,
good. It's all good. It's all
so
good.
what I'm gonna do, because obviously you're gonna be on television one day, or you're gonna do some really big things. I can tell. So
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
your
yeah.
opportunity. This is your test. I'm about to put you on the spot, okay? So I
Mm-hmm.
need you to run down your little resume. You got to
My
study.
little resume.
So tell them, what school you go to, what life was like. Tell me about you being an athlete. Tell me what your grades were like. Just real quick, give me about 30 seconds. Jaylin, who
30
is
seconds.
Jaylin Posey?
Jaylin Posey is probably the funniest person you'll ever meet. All jokes aside. But anyway, I attended Grand Prairie High School. I made straight A's. I wasn't top 5% of my class, but hey, I did what I needed to do to, stay eligible in NCAA. We made it to the third round of the playoffs. Life in the pandemic has changed as it should, due to regulations and restrictions with everything that's going on. It has definitely changed now from being around my guys. I had to stay at home and do isolated workouts and stuff like that. But ultimately, it's been a lot of self-reflection within itself.
That's interesting. Let's talk about that. So, you're used to going to school. You're used to going to practice every single day. You're used to being around your teammates. Obviously, somebody like you that is an extrovert, meaning that you have an outgoing personality and you probably flourish and thrive from being around other people. Now you're sitting in isolation. And let's talk about the reality of, that alone time. How has that adjustment been for you?
I mean, it's been cool because it's me, my mom, and I have 4 other siblings with me. So I'm always around people, regardless if I like it or not, even though I'd be annoyed. But as far as transitioning from school to home, I still keep in contact with all my friends. I make sure I check up on them daily. I always give them an opportunity to make them smile and laugh, because in times like these, like you said, mental health is a big awareness that needs to really be put on front, because a lot of people do struggle in times like these, not being able to, some sports like softball and things like that didn't even get to finish or even start their last career of softball and things like that. And it puts people in a mental space that, some people can't dig themselves out of. So I just try to be that light to people.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely are a light. So let me ask you this. You mentioned making straight A's and being an athlete. How you pull that off? I mean, because there's a lot of work that goes into being an athlete. There's already a lot of work that goes into making straight A's as a student, and then you combine the two together. How'd you?
Like KO, it's been many nights where I can't count on how many times I didn't stay up late trying to do assignments, trying to turn in things on time. I do struggle a little bit from here and there, but as people do, we all have tendencies to struggle here and there. But I mean, just trying to do your best is all you really can do. Trying to balance basketball, which is very demanding, trying to stay relevant, and then also trying to make sure that you don't have your mom yelling at you every 5 minutes about grades, So, I mean, just trying to balance it all at one time was really my biggest thing of me doing that.
So let's talk about the discipline that was involved with that. Could you do everything that everybody else was doing? Was there every time that you missed out?
For sure. But myself, as outgoing as I am, I'm not a type of person that like going to parties and stuff like that. I'm isolated in a sense, but I still love being around people. But, discipline was never an issue for me because I always had self-discipline within myself, because I wanted to be the next, LeBron or MJ. I always had the mentality of being the next great one coming from my circumstances.
So you knew that you had to put in the extra work.
Of course, always.
Okay, so where are you going to go to school, Jaylin?
I'm going to Stephen F. Austin University.
Okay, all right. You excited about that?
Oh, yeah, we beat Duke. I ain't worried about nothing.
Oh, Lord, we know it's talking already.
We beat Duke. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, so what is the plan? Obviously, nobody knows if you guys are going, actually into schooling or anything like that. But after college, what does the life of Jaylin Posey look like?
Man, it consists of being the best husband / father / Christian, just all around human being I can be, because I know basketball isn't gonna last forever. So
Wow.
until that ball start rolling, I'll always continue to work on myself, my mental health, physical, emotionally, and spiritually. Just always having that around me, and that giving off that type of vibe to people to where they know they can always be around me.
Look at Jaylin. Jaylin got friends. Okay, Jaylin, you better watch out for her.
Some slight.
Okay,
Real life.
so do you have anything you want to share with the class of 2020? Any words?
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is y'all live your life, do good in school, make good decisions. I ain't got no speech like KO, because I'm off the top with this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, okay. That's good enough. Well, Jaylin, keep up the great work. Keep being a great individual, and keep letting your light shine. You have a light. I'm just gonna say that. You light up the room. When
You're making me blush.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Keep it together, Jaylin.
I'm trying, man. It's my celebrity crush. This is big for me. This is a big moment for me. This is big for me.
Take a number, honey.
Hard.
I know. Listen,
it's hard.
I'll tell you this. I hadn't said this yet about Jaylin, but I remember watching him, when I first watched him, and I was so intrigued by his style of play. I never, ever, ever, because he's so serious, he's such a leader, he's like a quiet assassin when he plays. I never would have pegged him for this kind of personality. It's still, he's got a duality in him. I love it. It's great. That's a great poker face you know how to put on that court, because I never would have figured this out.
Great job.
And my coach always told me to be two people on and off the court, separate them.
That's good.